when you were wrong today. Didn't look up in the sky. You can't see the angles. You don't even try. You glowed even whether you're right or you're wrong. I wish I was stupid. You're so fucking stupid. But I'm no flurf. I'm a glober. What the fuck am I doing here? I can't believe this. I can't lose these cells. I want to teach a troll. I want a stellar body. And I want lunar albedo. I want you to know this. Earth is fucking round. You're so fucking stupid. I wish I was stupid, but I'm no flurf. I'm a globy. Oh, what the fuck did I just hear? You're so wrong here. Flurfs run for the door. Run. They've seen that we're spinning. Spear, spin, 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 spin. Whatever makes perfect sense. Whatever fits the model. You have to ignore. You're so fucking stupid. Oh, I wish I was stupid. But I'm no flurf. I'm a glober. What the hell am I doing? All right, good morning. Don't know if anybody's here. Oh, it looks like some people showed up. Welcome. Welcome. I guess I gotta. Is this where things come up? Yes. All right. I would like to welcome people to whatever the fuck I'm doing here. Okay. I'm gonna remove this. Does that put me up here? I'm not really fucking sure. Well, that went fucking weird. All right. Don't know what happened there. Myself back up again. I don't know. Something ain't right. I'll do this for now while I try to figure this out. Um, I noticed that our good friend Bree is not able to do her regular show this morning, and her computer's in the shop or something. So I thought it would be good to come out and do something where people can hang out. And I'll probably post a link if people just want to like come and chat. I don't know what we'll call this. We'll call it. Um, I'm going to call it this. I'm going to call it Saturday Live from the Yard because Bree would be live from the Hive. Hello, Tori. Good morning. Yeah. So there's been a lot of conversations going on in our collective communities, and I'm a member of more than one. I suppose I think is fair to say. I'm going to see if my camera's going to work now. Does not look like it is. Oh, what is going to happen here? So we'll do this. I'm not sure how it's going to work. I know there's a way that I can invite people by copying this, and then I can paste this in here. There, I remembered how to do that. So people want to come on StreamYard and have a chat about whatever they want to chat about. That's good with me. I think there's a lot of crazy shit going on. And did I need to do this? I don't know. There's something really weird going on here. I'm going to have to check this out. My virtual background. At this one. I don't know which one. I'll put this one. I don't know. Sorry, I'm playing with settings. It was working, and then I made this go on, and everything went for a major shit, you know. I'm not really sure what's going on. Anyway, people don't really want to see me anyway. So I think that's fair. Oh, okay. I made it full screen. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, so we have a lot of conversations going on, and I've been thinking about all the things that I love doing, and solo layout. Near. Oh, I'm adding myself, but I want to put myself as here we go. There, that's better. That's better. All right. Well, if I haven't driven everyone away, here I am now, and the conversations going on all over the place are causing me to question whether we're doing that usual thing of talking past each other when by and large a lot of us have similar goals, and sometimes we get caught up in our own I'll call them pet issues, not to put them down. Hey Spooky, good to see you. I don't want to put I don't want to put anyone down. I don't want to put people's thoughts down by calling them that, but I think what tends to happen is it's certainly true of myself, so I won't put this on everyone, but we tend to focus most on the things we directly experience, and we're able to see the world from the side that we're directly affected by. And so for me, it's living with diseases that affect my day-to-day life, and chief among them are obesity and diabetes, and they're majorly on my mind because next week I'm going to speak at well, I don't even know if I'm going to speak. I'm doing something at not an obesity conference. I did that last month in April, and now I'm going to one about diabetes, and I'm excited to do that because when I get to these places and speak to other people who live lives similar to mine in whatever way, and we tend to come from many different backgrounds, but we share something that's pretty cool, and I find that I'm really excited to interact with people who live with obesity like myself, who've had to do some great things in their life to try and overcome different types of adversity. And I spent some time this morning thinking about how that adversity is often different but so similar. And good morning, Rachie. I see you've joined the chat. Thank you for joining us. Um, so I what I'd really like to do is have people talk. If you want to post in the side chat, just post what is your and I say pet issue just for the sake of giving it a name. But what is it that makes your life challenging? What is it that people don't know about you, and what you struggle with, or what they do know you struggle with but don't understand? I think we should give people a chance to say and explain that. And for myself, I think it's really easy for people to maybe understand if they've lived with obesity or being in a large body or even being in like just a different body. I think people realize that not all bodies fit. There's this idea in automotive engineering that there's a typical person, for instance, and they make their seats and their seat belts and things fit like a small range. And then you get someone like me, and I can't get comfortable in a lot of different vehicles. That's something that I struggle with, and I think I would probably find lots of people who struggle in one way or another to find a good fit. I know, like my mother is not a very tall person, and I had to drive her car the other day. And she was actually here helping me recover from surgery because my wife and my kids, of course, had to go to work and school and all that stuff, and there was some worry that for the first couple of days that if I went into kidney failure, someone would need to be here to get me help, which didn't happen, thankfully. But there we were. Hey, missing mod, good to see you too. Welcome. So, these are things. So my mom's car it's a smaller car, and she has the seat all the way up. And when I get in the seat, it's got this automatic thing that squishes her back up to where she can reach the pedals properly because she's a shorter person. And I'm fairly short, but I'm much taller than my mother, and she just happens to be a shorter statured person, and that may have affected the fact that I came out as a shorter statured person overall. But I'm still kind of average. And I'm also really big. Like, I'm huge. Oh, Rachie has something to say. And Rachie, you're welcome to join, but that may not be something you want to do. I know we talked about maybe getting you on the show at some point for a special episode. I still want to talk to you about that. So definitely let me know how to reach out to you, or reach out to me on Discord if you do that, because I'd love to have a chat with you just about your crazy journey. And I don't mean crazy in a bad way, but just is a fun way of finding out all sorts of neat things. Um and coming to understand things and doing an amazing job at communicating on what you've learned and come to understand. I love your story, Rachie, and that's why I want to have you on. But yeah, anxiety, pain, and now currently can't stop gaining weight. And then I get the anxiety thing and gaining. I've gained a little bit of weight, but I've also been very, very sedentary um, in the past few months with having the two surgeries. Has really slowed me down. Even though I work a lot at work, I'm really physical at work. And I actually asked them to give me something less physical to get started with, and I got my order last night for Tuesday's start at work. And yeah, they gave me something like ridiculously easy. Like, I'm not offended. I appreciate that they're getting me back in there, but it's something that they wouldn't usually send me to do. It's something other drivers could do, maybe not better, but the equipment I work with is better suited for a different type of job. But they've come up to the plate really well and given me something to get my feet wet in. That's super, super easy. I'm gonna go pick up a customer's trailer and bring it back from like one city to another. So as long as their trailer's in good shape, this is gonna be dead easy. All right. Oh, that's great. Yeah, Rachie, reach out to me on Discord. I don't know if there's well, I'm on Professor Park's Discord. That's one you probably Professor Park's PhD. I think we both hang out there, so that's a good spot to find me. So do that. And yeah, if you want to come and say hi, that's great. Um Anxiety is like a huge thing. That I've been going through a lot of that. And we all have great reasons to be anxious about stuff, right? Life is crazy. Um, except for a few people that are like, maybe super financially well established, and maybe I should be at my age, but I'm not. I have, I got mortgage payment, I got two kids, they got activities, I have a special needs son, I have, you know, my wife and I have vehicles to pay for, to fuel, to insure. Home heating is a pretty big expense in Canada. Electricity is a big expense here. Hey, Lord Dissident, good to see you. Welcome. Nothing's going on specifically, but I'm getting people to tell us what their pet issue is, which is what I'm calling it. Um, but when I say pet issue, I don't mean it in a bad way. I forgot to put this on here. There, that's working. Um, I am doing a terrible job at making this work and having my face up here and stuff. But I'm not so attractive that everybody wants to see me. So maybe it's better that I have my little avatar up. But yeah, life's expensive. That's an anxiety I have. Do I have enough money? Especially being off for surgery. I don't get paid when I'm not at work for the type of job I do. So I've missed a week's pay. I gotta live with that. I'm gonna work that out. It's not gonna be the end of the world, and that's one of the things I need to work on, is just accepting what I can change and what I can't, and all that sort of thing. I think these are key things to remember.
So what I'm really bad at here is knowing how can I put like a sticky up here or put in a poll. Can I put in a poll from here? Hey, Maya, good to see you too. And Maya, I don't know if I've said this, but your new avatar, I know you've been swapping them up I don't know if it's every month or just as you are caught by the whim, but your new avatar is amazing. All of your avatars have been amazing, but I love the new one. It's great. It threw me off. It's once a month. Okay. You probably have like a reminder on your calendar. Maya strikes me as the kind of person that's so organized. She has like a it happens automatically. An African sun goddess. Well, she certainly is. She certainly is. And Maya, for anyone, there can't be anyone that doesn't know who Maya is because she's probably a mod on your channel or 9 of your favorite channels. But Maya's amazing. Um, just a fantastic person who um, who just brings a great um, love to our community and understanding and thoughtfulness and you can't say great enough stuff about Maya. And Maya tomorrow, I'm gonna try to be good at shilling stuff, but Maya's channel does some great serious chats. And she does Bad Science Sunday with Dr. Tapioca Weasel, who happens to be a really good buddy of mine. And so I'm biased. I'm pointing out the bias, but Maya also is a great friend of mine and a wonderful person. And they present with many wonderful members of our community. Yes, put a thumbnail together, Maya, and let me know if you need some AI art. Let me know. I Dr. Tap didn't tell me what it's about, but let me know if you want some extra AI art to look at. I'm happy to do that. I kind of love playing with it with I like doing AI art and I get different ideas and I keep using Tank Girl as a muse. As a character I've always liked from way back in the day. But yes, if you put a thumbnail together, Maya, as if I also I think I'm ADHD. I'm waiting to find out if it's official or not, but my doctor thinks so. Dr. Tap thinks so. I mean, he's not that kind of doctor, but I think he's probably right. That ADHD is part of what I got going on. And my son has ADHD that is diagnosed, so I know a little bit about it, but I never thought about it for myself. And that's a source of anxiety too, I think, for a lot of people. Good morning, Ember. Is if you have a challenge like that can lead. Oh, thank you, Maya. Yes, definitely sub to Maya and Rachie. I think Rachie is in the UK. Um, and I don't want to dox Rachie too much, but there's like 80 million people there. I don't think that'll help you track her down, but she's fantastic. Rachie takes down and I love that she takes down some of the most toxic people in the flat earth community who are not just wrong, but also just nasty people. And she goes toe to toe with them and presents really great short videos that just put a fine point on it. Oh, excellent. Maya and Rachie are having dueling it's not dueling. It's a cooperative self-promotion. Or co-promotion. I don't know the words for these things. It's still pretty early. It's not really. It's 10. I would usually be over 5 hours into a workday at this point, and I feel like I just woke up. Yeah, the sophisticated European market. Yes. Yeah, no, and spooky. I agree. I agree. Can I post this up here? This works. The only thing that doesn't work is the camera for some reason. So yeah, this is true. Um, yeah, no. So I want to say that my show is hilarious, but because of my schedule, I think it starts at 9:30. The Bad Science Sunday, which is always a lot of fun, and I've always said it's my favorite show because we have so many serious issues. We have some fun ones too, but it's just great to do something where it's just not serious at all. and Maya and Dr. Tap play off each other in a hilarious way. And they have rotating guests. I've been a guest on there, which I don't know why they let me do that, but it was a ton of fun. And there's some regular folks that keep coming back. And then there's like new ones that they'll just people in the community will get invited to come, or they beg to come like I did. And it's just great. It's a lot of fun because you get to meet some personalities in a different environment than you usually see them, because so many of us create our content and we do what we do, but then it intersects with this just laughing at completely laughable nonsense. And I think we all need some of that. I started out the stream talking about some of the really serious conversations that have been coming up, and they are serious and they need to be talked about. And I'll talk about them today if people want to, especially if that's what they're what I'm calling the pet issues are. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to just laugh. It's nice to just get a break from it all and not take everything so seriously, because we can get overwhelmed and pressured by all that stuff, and I think it leads to anxiety too if you just keep thinking about it. And this struck me hard this week, being off of work and not trucking the whole time. And I spent a lot of time sleeping the first couple of days. I slept a long time last night. I slept in late, but I realized, and I think this is important for us to think about, that we have only so much bandwidth for this. And when I'm trucking and I just listen in the background, there's enough breaks that I don't feel like it hits me so hard. But I absolutely feel like if I'm like this week being off, I've had the extra anxiety of being off and stuff, and just having time to think in a way I wouldn't usually. But it is a lot. It is so heavy to think about all of the troubles that malign us. When you think about social politics, when you think about business and economics, and just like all the worries of the world, and you combine them with all the worries that we all have day to day. Many of us have families, we have friends we're concerned about. I think I've talked about how I have a close friend who's suffering with a terrible disease that's going to take his life at some point in the far too near future. He's my age. I don't know that his death is imminent any particular day, but it's going to curtail his life by decades, which is terrible. I do not know what just happened. I need to close this. Some stupid pop-up came up. Sorry, I don't know why it does that. I borrowed my son's computer because I just don't own one. Yeah, Lord Distant, you feel like you just woke up also, maybe too soon. It depends on where you are and what your responsibilities are, Lord Dissident. That's definitely a thing. Yeah, so I wish I knew how to post a thing here. And I don't know that anybody actually wants to come here, but I'm pasting the link again for people that want to just jump on, because I don't know. I know it disappears if I just do this. I know it will roll away, and there's got to be some smart way to post this, and I don't know why I think the camera might work, but it's not gonna work. Here we go. Is this it? No, it's this one. It's so weird. I don't know why I think this is gonna work, but anyway, it is. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, the debauchery cult. Is that what we're going to call it? I pin. Yeah, I know the Lord. What I'm seeing is I have no idea how to pin it. I know it can be pinned. I don't know how to pin it. I don't know how a person does that. While I'm talking, I'm trying to talk and look at all the different things that could exist, right? There's hotkeys, there's guests. I could do this. Well, no, I can't, because I have to pay money for that. I can't afford that right now. Okay. All right. Well, who the hell knows? Anyway, you can't see my face, but I think some people consider that it's a weasel cult. Weasel cult, yes. But it is a debaucherous weasel cult, though. I think, Maya. I think we could say that. It'd be hilarious if the weasel actually woke up and came and saw all this. He's a left coaster. He's weird that way. He's like, I don't even know if he wakes up in the morning. I think he wakes up after noon his time. The members know what the fuck I'm talking about. I have to use other terms. Yes. Yeah, no, I don't think there's a lack of overlap here, but I'm not sure that everybody knows about the Weasel cult. And I don't know how wide of an audience I have, but I have to do the 69 sub special, even though I think I've gotten well over 80. I might even be approaching 90 members. I can't remember. I did look, it was in the high 80s the other day when I looked. And I did release a new video yesterday, a music video. So if people do not like their eardrums, I do recommend using that to assault them. Okay, maybe half the people here know who I am. It's fine. Yes, well, Maya, I think you're gonna use my extremely small platform to expand your own viewership by maybe ones and twos of people. Am I on 89 subs? Wow. So like I'm 20 subs late for my 69 sub special, and the 69 sub special is only because of ridiculous sex joke, you know, just absolutely silly. But yeah, no, Maya, I do hope that ones and twos of people will subscribe to you, because like I would think it's only ones of twos of people that know me and don't know you. Don't count on it. Yeah. Yeah, see, at night, this is the problem with the globe Earth, is that it is night some places and day others. This is, if the Earth was flat, this wouldn't happen. The sun would never set, and we could watch Maya all night long, but there'd never be a night to watch it. But for me, and I'm 97% sure Maya's also in the same time zone as me, which is Eastern North America time zone. It's at 9:30 her time and my time. I believe that her show's on, and so for me, that's almost exactly the time I have to like start sleeping. And it's better if I sleep between 8:30 and 9. I often push myself a little bit to say hello to the chat for the first few minutes, and I have accidentally watched the whole thing. Yeah, Maya is an Eastern time person, so yeah, I think YouTube's pretty good at telling you when it's going to be on at your own time, though. I've noticed that. Oh, you're in Texas. Well, Texas is, correct me if I'm wrong, is Texas central? Although Texas is wide enough, it may have more than one time zone. I'm not sure. Ontario does, but Ontario is a lot bigger than Texas. So, being the 69 sub club, any subs have to not have the holy blessing. AR, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, and AR, yeah, I loved your comment on my video. Yeah, you yell at me to go to bed. Yeah, and you once yelled at me when I was able to stay up because I didn't have work the next day. But that's okay. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, Ember, you need to stop doing that. Ember, she's also a trucker for anyone that doesn't know her, but I think Ember and I suffer from the same you got to start early job. Texas is central. El Paso falls into mountain time. Yeah, that would make sense. I'm not a huge I'm not hugely geographically knowledgeable about South and Southwestern USA because I've only traveled there once in my life. Unless you consider Colorado. Colorado is not Southwest, right? It's close. It's getting close to the Southwest, but I've been to Colorado. Texas is a pretty big place. It's not, it's not Canadian big, but it's American big. And I would love to go to Texas. It's a place I've never been. And Lord, you hate driving could never be a trucker. Or no, you can never be a tucker. Well, I don't think nobody that follows me could be a tucker. That is absolutely, absolutely true. because Tucker Carlson is something that nobody wants to be. I don't even know if Tucker Carlson realizes this, but he doesn't even want to be himself. Which is probably why he dresses up like a douchebag all the time. So he can try to be something different. Yeah, I mean, if you love Tucker Carlson, come on and fight me. Tell me about the good things Tucker Carlson has done. Aside from telling us all that we should suntan our taints. Is that what he recommends? I think it's something like that. I try to bring it up every time he comes up, and he didn't actually come up. I think Lord Dissident had a small typo or autocorrect problem, and autocorrect is terrible. And autocorrect, I think autocorrect like hates me. I think like autocorrect will like it'll autocorrect stuff that I'm saying that's very mundane and literally like just change it into something super offensive. Ever trucked through Alaska? I have not trucked through Alaska. And in fact, the furthest north I've traveled in Canada is to Fort St. John, BC, which is pretty far north. It's getting within spitting distance of the Yukon. And I actually did that for pleasure a number of years ago. Texas, Central Texas is kind of smelly. Fossil Rim, transplanted bit of Africa. Austin School. Yeah, El Paso, Amarillo, or Amarillo. I think I don't speak Spanish, but I think it's pronounced Amarillo. But I think Americans say Amarillo. Is pretty cool. Yeah, and I mean, I think George Strait had a song called Amarillo by Morning that was really popular. I think it's about a rodeo person. Fossil Rim sounds pretty cool. I wonder if Fossil Rim is like the fossil places we have in southern Alberta, where they have like just really cool place I've been. I got to take my son there. We had a great time. We went to 2 different dinosaur sites in southern Alberta when we were there a couple of years ago. It was fantastic. I cannot say enough about how wonderful those facilities are, and I would imagine American facilities are wonderful. Don't go to Laredo; it's dangerous. Why is Laredo dangerous, Lord Dissident? Because like I don't usually ever feel like I'm in danger, which is maybe a bad thing. Texas scares me. I mean, I'm a really big hairy white man. Best part of Laredo is a huge ramp to get on to I-35 and leave. All right. I feel like I need to go to Laredo just to see what the fuck people are talking about. But I don't know if anybody's going to need a giant hoe down in Laredo. I also like I don't know how I would do my job in too close to the Mexican border. Yeah. Furthest east to the west take like only 12 hours? Jeez, that's small. Do you know how long it takes to drive from southern Ontario to Manitoba, the closest province to the west? 36 hours in a truck. You could do it a little bit less in a car. It takes more than 24 hours to cross Ontario. I think you could, if you had a really fast car, you could do better, but you'd have to not find the OPP anywhere. Tony Chris, show me what it is. Huge song in the UK. Well, you know, there's also what was there's also like that famous song about the guy. I'm blanking on the guy's name, and it's a really famous song. I don't know if the guy had too many other famous songs, but the guy talks about missing Texas when he's in London. I don't know. We do get Ontario's side of 7 states. Yeah, if you drive 4 hours in any direction, you're in another fucking country. Yeah, Maya, I noticed that. I also in the eastern U.S. My family and I had a lot of fun with one day we crossed 7 states when we drove from New Hampshire to Pennsylvania. Houston's in the path of hurricanes. I guess there's like anything along that I believe it's called the Gulf Coast of Texas.
is right by, like, the Gulf of Mexico isn't like quite as big as an open ocean, but that is a big gulf. And I would imagine there's very little slowing down of storms before they reach land. I have no idea if there's like a particular thing. Yeah, every New England state in a single afternoon. Yeah, no, and I've traveled through New England a number of times, mostly because of its proximity. It's an easy place to visit in the US, but also for Canadians, New England is a very it's a very friendly place in a lot of ways. Yeah, New Hampshire is into humanist. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Live free or die. Seems like there's a lot of footnotes or caveats after that. That the people that should live free or die are it's more of like a filtering thing. Some people should live free. Some people should die. But I've actually enjoyed traveling to New Hampshire. Um, but I tell you, it's an interesting juxtaposition with Vermont in particular. Um, there's there's a fucked up world out there, and that's why I'm saying talk about your pet issues here because what fucks us up, what makes us have a bad time is it's not the same for everyone. But if we look at, and this is my main point, if we look at the things that affect us day to day, the things that are our challenges, and really think about what they are, we can really quickly empathize with where other people are coming from. And I don't want to a confused rebel fraction on New Amsterdam. See, I'm getting distracted. You see stains. Some of the buildings from the heavy flooding from the Hurricane Harvey. Yeah, I think we've been extremely lucky in Canada to like not get a lot of hurricanes. We do get a lot of storms. A lot of like really bad storms hit the East Coast. We do have some hurricanes come up that far, but the cold seems to slow them down, I think. And also a lot of land can get in the way to slow them down. But we do get them. There's a very famous one that hit Toronto, but it's probably only famous here. It's called Hurricane Hazel. It was a long time ago. It was mid last century. I can't remember what year it happened. A long time ago, before I was born. So, if you have anything that you want to say bugs you, put it in there. And I'm gonna say this is the thing that bugs me most about people who are um, in any group, um, is that I think what's often lost is the idea that you're the only one suffering. You got to get ready to pick up the kids on the topic of your scholarly expertise. You're on a weight loss journey. Any guesses why I might be gaining weight in your sleep? Ember, that is. Oh, and Lord Dissident's sister just called you from Europe. That's and you're in Texas. Is that right? Did I screw that up? Holy shit. I don't think I could. So, Ember, I will tell you that there's a lot of things to think about with your weight loss journey. Now, I hope that you can get help from um a bariatric medicine specialist if you need it. Um because there's a lot of metabolic dysregulation that goes on for many people that live with obesity or being overweight. And I'm not diagnosing you with any of those things. And honestly, I doubt that you, from what I've seen of you online, I don't think you're living with obesity. But you're welcome to correct me if I'm wrong. I think from what you've described, you weigh more than you wish you weighed. Um, and obesity is a special thing because it means like excess adipose tissue that affects your life and your affects your day-to-day living and or causes other comorbidities like things like having type 2 diabetes or which I have, and then like
other things that go with it. So I have chronic obstructive sleep apnea and a bunch of other things. I have a lot of pain. I have this weird nerve pain. I just have like this huge list of things that I have. But metabolic dysregulation is one of the big ones. And so, Ember, I would suggest that if you're trying to lose weight and it's not going well, especially if you're gaining weight during your sleep, I would look at three different things. One is, if you don't already, see if you can measure your blood sugars throughout the day to see if you're having any spikes. And then also keep a food journal, which is something I've been avoiding doing and I need to do. And that's something I'm going to start doing because I need to for the bariatric surgery I'm trying to get next year. So one of the things I have to do is not just record what I eat, but weigh it and everything. So it's really important to sort of just be aware of whether you're having spikes, but also um you were 154 kilograms. So yeah, things that are bothering. Tart cherry juice. Oh, Aunt Jer, you're in the cherry you're in Cherryville, aren't you? Like stone fruits are a big part of of your thing. And Rachie says, I try to focus more on the positive. Focusing on negatives too long brings you down. Yes, it does. It does. It's yeah. Just eat too much and never feel full. So yeah, no, Rachie's right there. The metabolism and metabolic processes can be really just dysregulated, which is really just a ridiculously big word for saying they're fucked up. Um, so getting them checked out is good. So Ember, I would highly recommend having your blood sugar checked a little bit if you can get like a monitor for a reasonable price and just check it yourself. But also like go for some blood panels with your doctor and find out what's going on. Um yeah, no, I think that like if you're gaining weight overnight, like most people will lose some weight overnight. Um so if you're expelling liquids in the morning or any other things from your body before you take your mass in the morning, it's not usually from what my experience has been, it's not usual that you wouldn't lose some actual body mass from heat loss because like, your body does process things overnight, and people tend to, for the most part, people tend to expel uh, waste products in the morning. So, because your body does this stuff. Oh, you're in Appleville. Let's stay. Yeah, there's a lot of fruit growing in the Pacific Northwest and southern BC. And I know cherry picking, which is something some people do. But cherries and other stone fruits are extremely popular in the spring in BC. It's a big time for them to be, I guess, picked and sold and processed and whatnot. Um, and I do recommend getting some fresh fruits from the Pacific Northwest because they tend to be really good. And obviously the Canadian ones are better than the American ones, but the American ones are better than nothing, right? Officially favors apples. We There's a lot of apple growing in Ontario, and I think cherry trees and stuff like that exist here, but the orchard fruits of like your pears and apples seem far more popular. Good morning, Dave. I think Dave is here, and Aunt Jur. I hope I'm pronouncing it. Aunt Jur is here. Eastern Washington is where all the farming happens. Yeah, yeah. I would imagine there's some beautiful farming there. I've never been to Washington. I've been like really close to Washington, but I was in BC when I was close to Washington. I love the mountains. I love the BC interior. I love all of it really. Tart cherry juice. I don't well, I think tart cherry juice could be the name of a band or just tart cherry. I think I think tart cherry. That would be awesome. If anybody out there has musical talent, certainly not me, please start a band called Tart Cherry. Talk Hughes in chat there. Ask for people still looking for big feet. Mm. Yeah, I think. Well, um, I think Dave looks for it's Grassman, right? Dave is Grassman, the Ohioan. Is tart cherry juice used for inflammation? Wow, I did not know that. I could get rid of some inflammation. I could definitely get rid of some inflammation. Um, and you know what, Ember, that's another thing is look for like if you can get a blood panel done, look for inflammatory markers. Ask your doctor if they can do that. Gout. Who is talking about it every 20 to 30 minutes? And sure, wow. Like, and Jur, I want to know, is that like on local talk radio? Like, is like the PBS station in Washington State is just like, it's like, oh, we interrupt this broadcast to bring you the tart cherry juice hour. Oh, your roommate. Your roommate. Okay. Well, and sure, I don't know what to tell you. Tell them to get fucked. How's that sound? Let's tell them where to shove their tart cherry juice. She drinks it for her knees. That's, you know what? I feel like I now need to go search for tart cherry juice and see if it fixes my knees or any other part of my body. But I can't use NSAIDs for inflammation. So, um, because of my kidney and other health issues. And that's a topic. I feel like it'd be great to get like a doctor on. Get fucked would be your go-to. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's only so many options out there, and depending on who you're. Oh yeah, Carrie Ann. Yes, I am familiar with Carrie Ann. She's amazing. That's another Oz. Oz's streams go on so late at night. I sometimes listen to them while I'm on my way to work in the morning. Um, hey Robin, welcome. Tart grape juice from the liquor store, you bastards. Yeah, a tart. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. It's like it's definitely not the kosher wine. Oh, Rachie, thank you for posting that up there. It's in most grocery stores. The pill form of it, tart cherry. Yeah, I really want to hear the band Tart Cherry. I just feel like there's something going on there. I feel like Tart Cherry could be like a band where like a bunch of like amazing musicians, like career musicians, like could get together and start this band and just like set the world on fire. Um, People that have already had like amazing careers, um, like the Traveling Wilburys. It's called wine, none of that sweet stuff for you, because I think like the kosher wine is very sugary, right? Um, Cranberry juice, yeah, cranberry juice is good. Yeah, NSAIDs are good for, yeah, Rachie, that's right. So NSAIDs work for a lot of people. I would caution people to not overuse NSAIDs no matter what their actual health profile is, because NSAIDs are very difficult on a lot of the internal organs. So don't use them like candy. But um, I do appreciate that NSAIDs work for a lot of people, and for people like myself with a compromised processing system, NSAIDs are not good. And bariatric patients who get surgery can't use NSAIDs. Um, so those are things to keep in mind. And yeah, Carrie Ann, I feel like Carrie Ann is a bit of a night owl, so I'm not sure if we'll see Carrie Ann at this hour, but I have seen her at all hours of the day. She's a lovely person. Oh, that's interesting, Ember. I was unaware of that, but yeah, and Ember, your journey is amazing. Um, and for I can't believe anyone wouldn't already know who Ember is, but she's and I like Ember's not that old or anything, but I think she's rather late in her life getting the opportunity finally to do a transition, to be herself, and has been able to start HRT because her new job allows for some. um I don't really know how it works in the States too much. Dr. Tap was trying to explain it to me. I was talking to him yesterday and he was explaining some of some of the pros and cons, but he also explained that, there's a very wide range of scenarios people encounter with what they get with their job or what they can afford. So it's great to see Ember. I can't think of something to say that isn't potentially offensive, so I don't want to say it. But I was going to say, like, hopefully Ember will take this as it's intended, coming into bloom to be herself. I think hopefully that's taken as it's intended and not in any other way. Sangria wine. So Jerry Jeff Walker used to sing a song about sangria wine, and he loves sangria wine. He didn't just like sangria wine; he loves sangria wine. And I used to sing along with a lot of Jerry Jeff songs. And Rachel said, okay, Robin is, I think, backing me up on what I'm saying about how Ember's progressing with her journey. Coworkers are supportive rather than hostile. That, you know what, Ember, that having supportive coworkers is amazing. Anything alcoholic. Yeah, okay. And okay, Rachel saying you use natural foods that are said to be anti-inflammatory. Not sure how that's working. I haven't eaten them. Yeah, definitely that's not going to be. That's Rachel. It's important to, take some notes. Like, and I was mentioning about like food journaling to Ember. I think Rachel, you might want to do that too, especially if you're putting these ones in and taking a look at how they are and looking up like whether there's counter effects from other foods. And avoid them as well. And maybe do it in stages so you can see the progress. And AR, yes, Carrie's so proud of her find. Yes, and Carrie has sent me a couple of private notes about it, and then also talked about it in chat. And that's amazing. And I have no knowledge of what Carrie's actual weight status is. But I think she did tell me that she was in a larger body. But I don't want to speak for her. But yeah, no, like when you live in a larger body, like a lot of things are just really hard. It's just really difficult for some reason to live like that. And well, it shouldn't be so difficult. It is. And I was mentioning about like trying to get into my mom's car, where like it's a smaller car and she's a smaller person. She's a setup for her. And it actually, so when you press the start button on it, it's one of those ones that doesn't have a key that you turn. You press it, and then all of a sudden it's trying to bring the chair up, and my legs are getting squished into the dashboard, and my huge belly is being squished into the steering wheel, and my shoulders are being pushed forward, and I can't drive the car like that, so I have to like override all that stuff, and it will let me do it, but for 2 or 3 seconds you just feel like you're being crushed. But for my mom, who's a small person, she just feels like she's getting close to all the controls so she can drive the car from a position that works for her. And, it's great to have that. But, I set up other parts of my life are set up so that I fit into the things that I fit into. I really enjoy riding a motorcycle, and riding a motorcycle, like there's no seatbelt. There's my motorcycle happens to have a tiny little backrest, but it's not really something you lean against. It kind of just holds you in position. But like I have plenty of arm room, I have plenty of leg room. My wide shoulders. The only time I notice is that my broad shoulders block out my rear view mirrors, which I have to tilt in a weird way. But it, like, riding a motorcycle feels really natural because I don't feel like I'm on something that wasn't built for me. And just feeling like you fit in something is good. And you sit up on the truck steering wheel like a race car driver. Yeah. So again, Robin, I sit back in my seat. I put my seat up, and I'm ahead. My legs aren't super long. I'm not a tall person, so I think I'm ahead 1 or 2 notches from the back position in my truck. And I drive like a super heavy tractor, but it's got a Coronado cab, which is a pretty wide sitting cab. When I have to drive the K-Wobblers, they're tight. I wouldn't say no to having a T8, which is like what our go-to is on the Kenworth side of things at our yard for the heavies. I like them. They drive great. Eatons and the Kenworths seem to shift better than the ones in the Freightliners, and I don't know why that is, because they make the same ones, but they're also not mated to Detroit's. That might be part of it. And I tend to sit back, and I sit back in my seat. I have a casual position, but my legs are so big. I have I can't use the lower gears without like having to raise the armrest out of the way. And yeah, unbaffled tank work is crazy. My dad was a tanker driver back in the day, and I remember being out. Baffled tankers are like semi reasonable, but unbaffled, yeah, the W9. And my dad actually drove a W9 a lot of time. His favorite tractor was an old W9. It was great. It was a great truck. I remember going out with him in that truck, and I have a picture of it on my phone as like my lock screen of his old. I mean, it wasn't his. He didn't own that one. The truck he owned was a Mack from the '60s, way back, and I don't know that we have a picture of it anywhere. I also have a picture of my dad driving a single axle K1 when he used to deliver dry goods for a retailer here called Consumers Distributing. It was a weird catalog thing. It was kind of like Amazon, but you had to go in person, and you filled in like this little thing, and they would bring stuff out to you, or you could order it on the phone. W9 with a Super 10. I do not know how to drive a Super 10. I only know how to drive an 18. I can drive a 13, a 15, and an 18. I hate driving anything but an 18. I don't know how a Super 10 works. I'm assuming a Super 10 probably shifts a bit like a 15, just because I'm imagining it's a five shift pattern top and bottom, but I don't know. Fighting not to fall asleep behind the wheel. Just getting in a can makes you sleepy. I don't think you should be getting in a can, Lord Dissident. You should be a car. Yes, a car. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I really enjoy traveling. I really enjoy traveling over the road. I really enjoy being on the road. And I think most of you know that I do heavy haul work, mostly with big construction and mining equipment. So I drive those like really low to the ground deck trailers most of the time. The company I work for does a lot of different stuff. So like I'm pretty sure I'm picking up a drive-in on Tuesday and just bringing it from wherever it's at. From the way the order is written, I'm pretty sure I'm picking up goods from like a trade show. The customer probably wants all their stuff at the trade show, and they're gonna like load it and unload it. You split each gear before shifting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wow! I don't think I'd like that, but maybe. Well, I split all the gears. See, the thing is, like, I drive loads that weigh in excess of 100,000 pounds payload, so my truck weighs. I probably shouldn't talk about it online because I don't want anybody to think we're doing anything that isn't 100% legal, because it is always 100% legal. We have our equipment set up properly for it, but yeah, like I'm sometimes grossing easily between 150 and 175, and so at those weights, you basically split every damn gear, right? Yeah. Yeah, 18, yeah, Robin, 18 is really the only way to move these heavy loads. What's interesting is, like, once you get into, like, the super, super heavy stuff, they actually switch to automatic trannies like you'd have in, like, haul trucks and stuff. I don't know if any of you have driven, like, a haul truck, or even a rock truck. They have automatic, transmissions, and so what you have is, um you have like you start out like in a like just one, and you can select them to keep going. Yeah, 15, like a 15 manual works really well in quarry work because you have like 5 like super low reduction gears. But I hate 15s to drive on the highway. Um and I don't usually need 5 super low reductions. Yeah, 15 splits at the bottom side. So you get the super low reduction. Um I just don't like the way a 15 shifts, and I don't like only driving with 10 speeds on the top speeds. Because the only super low reductions I have are low and low on an 18, and in stop and go traffic, when you're like if you're on a slight incline and you're trying to get 170,000 pounds moving, like low is something like you ease into. And I know some of our guys that are more experienced than I are doing like Jeep work and booster work where they have machines that are like 100,000 pounds more than what I'm doing. And like, I want to learn how to do it, but that's not something you just jump into, right? But yeah, it's pretty wild. It's actually amazing what our trucks can do, in my opinion. But you can put less tractor on that type of rig for weight carrying, and you can put more power behind it. Just the way they're set up, you don't need to run a 4-axle. 18 auxiliary. Yeah, you know what? Cattle hauling, that's I mean, you talk about an unsteady load, like you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen with a live load like that. But they're a funny bunch, the bull haulers. But yeah, no, they do pretty heavy work for what they do. A lot of cattle and hog trailers often are set up with 3 or 4 axles. Here 3 axles is the main. Yeah, you haul the cows too. So Robin, you are one of them crazy bull haulers. Do you run? I think I remember you saying you just run tandem trailers, but maybe do you run triaxle or tridem? You run tridem livestock trailers. You have a lot of trucks driving past, but it changes for the ducks. There are always dead critters on it. Yeah, Lord Dissident. The roads are no place for animals, but yeah, bull hauling, bitch. All right, Robin, I like that. You know, I've never done that, but my family's majorly in the horses, so we're around live horses all the time, and I've hauled a few horses around, but a whole truckload of cows, that seems a little extra crazy. But I do know how to move quickly enough to not get kicked by a horse. Milk tanker's 2-axle, cow is a split axle. Okay, so is a split axle like a spread axle on like a US flat deck? We have them here because we like a lot of companies travel in and out, but we don't like our domestic ones, the setback. Okay. So split. Okay, so setback. So you have the axles like way back. Yeah, and spread. So spread, but like you got one at the far back and one up a bit. They're not in a standard bogey arrangement. Yeah. Is everybody loving the trucker talk here? Because like I bet Robin and I could go on forever. I don't know if Ember's still here. But Ember is also a trucker who does I forget what the fuck Ember does. She was telling me the other day. She's doing LTL pick and drop loads. I don't know what that would be done with. I wonder if Ember does like the interstate doubles or something, like those little wagons with all those small loads. You zoned out, Maya. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, LTL. One axle is way back. Yeah, okay. Robin, I know what you're talking. I've seen those. I've never driven one of those trailers. It's you pick things up and put them down. Yeah. Oh, Ember, I forgot to ask you. I let slip one of the words we use in trucking starts with a T and is sometimes associated with as a derogatory term with people in your group, and I don't want to offend people, but I wonder, is it offensive when I use the T word for transmissions, or do people understand that I wouldn't use that word to describe people? I only use it to describe gearboxes. And I need to know about that, and I should have asked about it privately rather than like do a stream where I talk about how offensive I could possibly be. Maya, what is your favorite topic, Maya? Spooky doesn't know what gear splitting is, and you're okay with that. Well, Spooky, I feel like we need to explain that, but I don't want to lose any more viewers. I think it looks like I lost 2 viewers with the truck talk. Context changes the word. Okay, thank you, Ember. Because I grew up saying the word tranny to mean a transmission. I never ever used that word for describing people, and I have never understood why people use that word. And I guess the thing is, yeah, context is important, but there are certain things that we just drop from the vernacular, right? Politics is a stream ender. Maya wants to talk politics. Oh man. Have a wiggle. Yes, 53 vans or doubles. Yeah. So yeah, and we have Ember, do you do the 53 53s or is that not a thing down in New York? We have a lot of that now. Is 253s with a dolly converter. Anyway, we got to get off the trucker talk because I'm going to lose my entire audience. Because Spooky doesn't even know what gear splitting is, and I'm not okay with him not knowing. But what is Robin saying? What is Robin saying? No, there's no 53 53s. I think that's what she's saying. And Ember 53 van. Yeah, so I've never done that. Apparently you have to have a minimum level of experience, and it is a special endorsement here to do it, apparently. Talk about the politics of gear splitting. Oh, fuck, Spooky. I don't know. No fit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we call them, they're called LCVs here. That's the official term. Long combination vehicles. May save Spooky's life. So well, I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it in an 18, and Robin can tell us what kind of tranny she drives, and Ember can tell us what kind of tranny she drives, and we can all talk about how we split them. But we won't talk about double clutching because I'm sure we all float them. Oh, you have the pup trailers. Yeah, that I hate those little things. I don't know why. They just wiggle all over the damn place, and I never have to drive them, so I shouldn't worry about it. Do you do milk trains, Robin? That's what I want to know. Do you do B trains? My dad used to drive a lot of B trains for fuel. Back in the day, B train tankers were big here. You have straight 10 and an orange Pete. What's the clutch even for? Ember, it's for taking off from a dead stop. Not in Kentucky or Tennessee. Okay. Yeah, so we have so an 18-speed transmission, Spooky, so you know, there's 2 reverse gears. You push the shifter up and to the left towards your knee. Or if you're in a country where they drive on the left and sit on the right, it would be your left leg that you're pulling it, pushing it away from, actually, because the gear shift pattern is the same. So you put an 18 Eaton tranny in like an Australian truck, for instance. The gear shifting pattern is the same, but you shift it with your left hand. And the pedals are the same layout. I looked that up because I was really curious about that. So what you do is if you want to go in reverse, you push up and to the right. There's this little slot that'll stop you from doing it wrong as you're going down the road. Yeah, Robin, that's right. Michigan and Ontario have some like pretty good rules for more axles to get you more weight. So here's the thing. You want to go from a dead stop with a really, really, really heavy load. You go in the low and low. So you start it in low, and then what you do, so you have your front switch is down, your side switch is back. Then you take your foot off the accelerator. You let the engine catch up to the road speed. Then you flick it, and you hit the accelerator again, and then you split the first one, and you repeat that as needed. Now, for me, most loads after I get a low, I can do one low, I can shift to two low, and then between napping and chores, lean towards nap. All right. Anyway, you shift through the first set on an 18 with your front button down, and your side button goes back and forth to split them, and then you bring them back up. So you flip the front switch up, and the side switch lets you split all the gears. And you basically, when you're floating the gears, you're just matching road speed to engine speed. It's the same for a 15. It's the same for a 13. And as Robin points out, there are no other transmissions, and there's no need to learn anything else. Anyway, Lord is telling us something. So this is, okay. I want to discuss being stressed out. Yes, Lord Dissident, I want to talk about that. So your dad has Parkinson's, your brother-in-law's dad has one leg, diabetes, heart condition, blood cancer. Take care of both of them. Yeah, you know what, Lord, that's a lot. That's a lot going on. And I don't understand that particular set of circumstances, but I do get having people in your life that need care, and I get, like, right now for the last week, I've been the person in my family needing care, which is kind of sucked, right? I don't want to be in that position. I don't like it. And yeah, Lord, if you want to come on, you can come on and talk about it. You can just talk about it in the side chat. But looking after people that you love and care for, and them needing care, is really rough. I've done it. I'm sure I'll have to do it again. But yeah, Lord Dissident, please, if you want to say it out loud, or if you want to just put it in the side chat, tell us what that's like for you. Tell us what you're doing. Tell us, like, are you getting enough sleep? Are you suffering from a huge amount of anxiety from that? Are you suffering from depression? Are you having things where you need additional care, where you need additional backup that you're not getting, like that kind of thing? Because that's maybe one of the toughest things, is feeling like you're alone, feeling like you have no support. That's what I've noticed, is like when you have your nose to the grindstone, just trying to make stuff happen. It's spooky. There's no flaming trash bins around, says Maya. Well, I think Spooky just went straight to sleep. Bree hasn't scheduled. Yeah, so Bree's computer's in the shop. Which is one of the reasons I decided I wasn't going to do anything. I was going to, like, watch a show, and I was like, I usually at this time I would do this. Oh Lord, yeah, your mom, until the day she died. Yeah, that I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is, losing a parent is a tough thing. Super tough. Like, just, and heartbreaking when they're unwell. I did see that with my father too, and anyway, I know I'm not Bree. I'm not Bree, and I'm not talking about the right stuff, but hopefully people appreciate having a place to land. And maybe, like, and Lord Dissident, I want to say, like, I've looked after enough family members that are ill to know that it's heartbreaking to watch. And yeah. I'm sorry, Maya, that I ruined your Saturday morning. I ruined your Saturday. I'm sorry, Maya. Chickens, ducks, geese, turkeys, guineas, bees, and horses. Holy fuck, Lord Dissident. You're a fucking farmer. Strange stuff in a video for those having Brie withdrawals. Okay, Dave, people are going to need that. We just, like, don't take your spooky too seriously. It'll lead. Don't worry, Maya. I already have poor mental health. But don't worry, I'm on medication. And that's gonna fix it. Yeah. Yeah, Bree's computer, took a shit yesterday, from what I understand. I know some of us are in, like, DC chats with Bree and others, and, I never thought to, like, advertise that I was doing this or anything, so that kinda sucks, but I've lost more viewers. I've lost more viewers. Holy shit. Oh, Bree won the NBOSS shirt. That's awesome. Yeah. And I didn't like, this is what I was talking about earlier, is I didn't have the bandwidth in me to listen to everybody's show about everything this week. I felt like I was, instead of listening quietly in the background while I'm driving around, I had like full days to just binge watch everybody's content, and I found being more focused on the content made me unable to listen to as much of it as usual. But I did have a fun time, going on a couple of people's shows, yesterday and talking. Um, there's still great content being made, and I love watching it. I hope that, Lord Dissident and other people that are having a struggle are getting away from the struggle a little bit, coming here, having some commiseration and some chat and some, just the community here, I feel, is really, really amazing, and I just love everybody that comes and puts in their own real effort to be a part of the community and be authentic and be who they are, and be supportive of each other even if we don't fully understand each other. And Lord Dissident, I do not look after that many animals. Like, I feel like we have a horse, we have a dog. The horse is fucking crazy. That's my daughter's job to look after that horse. I don't even know why we have a fucking horse, except that I married into a horse family, and so we have a horse. Um, that's just the way life is. But yeah, horses are like our whole life outside of like work and stuff. And I'm in the motorcycles. And I know if I start talking about motorcycles, it'll just be like the conversation about the trucks, and I'll lose more viewers. And I'm not in this for viewers, but I just, if they're dropping off, I'm pretty sure I'm doing a shitty job at hosting a show, right? Um, if I'm like, if I have to strip naked and dance, my camera's not even working right now, so I can't even get people that way or drive them away that way. I think I could drive people away with that kind of a show. I'm really, I feel like I want to try this again, but I feel like nothing will happen. Oh, look, I got my background. I got my background to work. Oh, this is something. Um, okay, me with your sister could help with that. She want to cruise to Europe for a month. Oh Lord, is your sister is usually there to help? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I mean, you got to get away, but yeah, people come and go even when you're doing five-star entertainment. But Ember, you're not accusing me of doing five-star entertainment. You're just saying even if I was, people might come and go. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know people have stuff to do, and I often, with my life, I'm often having to just drop and without being able to say goodbye or anything, and I just assume people aren't offended. I'm not actually offended. I'm just looking at Regios is here. You see horses daily next door. Only plot in town. His grandfather didn't have horses. Interesting. Or just you fall asleep during my show. Yeah, Maya, I have to turn your show off because I have such a good time that I just keep going, and I just don't understand what's going on with this camera thing. But like, I doubt that I could fix it, right? What have I done here? No. Oh, I shouldn't be clicking on stuff. I don't know if I'm still there. Hopefully, I'm still there. I'm Bluetooth and devices. Cameras. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Well, the camera seems to work, so I'll just close that. So the camera works, but something isn't working, and I've got this weird little thing here. But you know what? This AI lady and her robot are, they're more attractive than my what do you call it thing? Oh, your nephew house. Okay, that's awesome, Lord. Um, so Lord, tell us about this interesting story about your horses. They're on your farm, I take it. So tell us about that. I'm interested. And tell us what kind of horses they are. I think we know. I think we know. What are you saying, Spooky, about Avatar? Well, Lord's telling us about the horses. You gonna tell us about the new Avatar movie, Spooky, or are you saying you like my Avatar better than this weird thing? Because I can change my virtual background. I have this one here. This one's super sexy here. Um, if you're into dogs and wolves and shit. I like this one because there's an extra leg that like I'm assuming the wolves ate her friend's leg. I'm not sure, and they're just carrying it around with them like as a snack. This one's kind of weird. So, um, can I go back to this? Okay, I'm not sure. So I have this one of me. This one, it's so weird that this thing is doing this. Here, this one. See, this one, they're all getting covered up here. I don't know. I don't know. There's a sort of a weird version of me on a motorcycle, and my motorcycle actually is blue and shaped somewhat like this. So, I don't have that blue vest. I think I should get it though. I think I should get it. Your horse, okay? Your sister with your 4 horses from the planet store hopped over the fence, looking for food. Okay, and horses can jump. Oh, okay. Yeah, my personal picture. That's my avatar. Sorry. Yeah, what like the thing, that thing. Yeah, so that's when I like stop that, right? That's when I do this. See, it's weird that like the camera just isn't working. Um so I was gonna see if I have um anything to share that's interesting. Like sometimes there's something interesting to look at like online, you know. And I don't know what that would be. Um But I know sometimes people like looking at videos of shit. And I don't know if I'm allowed to do stuff like that, but uh I well, I'm not monetized, so I don't know if I have to worry about this, but like I I'm interested in what people are up to. And I hope this is still working. I don't know. This is pretty good here. I'm not really doing a good job at entertaining anybody at all, am I? I should have like come up with something to do that would be fun. So if I do, yeah, I can't do truck stuff because that will freak people out, and I can't do this. This is something that somebody pointed out to me. Like I don't know if that's gonna work, right? Okay. There's so many things that they the world thinks I want this stuff. The world thinks, hey, good morning, Jimmy. You review videos if you like. Okay. So your brother-in-law, okay. The guy that on the plot bought 2 horses, left them to keep the grass mowed, and then moved out of town. Brother-in-law had to find out who it was and track him down. The MA County records. Total snowflakes, no truck stuff. Okay. I know, Maya. You're a no truck snowflake. Oh, I was just looking at what it suggested me. Like basically YouTube thinks I'm into like 4 things, and they're not wrong, but I think it's funny that they basically think I like trucks, motorcycles, boobs, and atheist content. And they're not wrong, but like it's just the same stuff over and over again. And I'm just joking. It doesn't present atheist content; it's mostly science content. But and I don't think I'd lose people if I just started showing all the things that it thinks that like are funny because they have boobs in them. Um, but yeah, no, like I've been enjoying like a lot of really good music, but I know like if I do music, like I'll get taken down or whatever because you're not allowed to like music is like a major problem. Um, but here, and this was good too. Um, man, there's some great stuff there. So, oh, here we go. This well, I'm getting this one. Oops. Okay. How do I do this? Okay. If I do present, okay. Share screen. Okay. That's not gonna be good. Not now. Okay. Can I? What I want to do is like full screen this. Okay. Share. No, I don't want to do this. Okay. Exit full screen. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Okay. Browser has blocked my screen. Click the screen icon to allow access. What the hell does that even mean? Everyone likes boobs. Yes. And Maya, you remind us that we like boobs every week. Every Sunday. I mean, I say we coming for the comedy and the fun times, but yeah, we like boobs. We like boobs. Like, I mean, it's the source of nourishment. Like who doesn't have good memories of boobs? I mean, some people don't, I'm sure. But again, yeah, creationist content suggested. Yeah, Reggie, that's Reggio's is right. Like I laugh at that stuff, but one thing I'd love to do is look at like Sal Cordova's like conversation this week, but slides. I don't want slides. Present video file. So I could like we could talk about like how bad some of my music is. Um this is here we go. I mean, like, okay, here's something we should talk about that Dr. Tap tells me to not do. Dr. Tap keeps telling me not to do this. And so here's a question. If I play a really, really offensive music video that I made, would people like give me the like they wouldn't cancel me for doing it and just give it a shot, listen to it, and give me some real critique without being offended by it? Would that I need to see a one if you would cancel me because you think I'm terrible because I'm making fun of Ben Shapiro, or you wouldn't cancel me because you think it's funny. You have a fifth horse born 3 years ago. The males are all gilded though, no more pony. Okay, Lord, the officials took position. Two were born on the property and didn't even know. Wow. Lord Dissident's horse story is hilarious and terrible. But so you're looking after the horses now, Lord, I think. Dr. Tapioca knows nothing about See, I was going to play a magnet video to explain how magnets and relativity work together, just to basically like troll Dr. Tap. But okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna play this video, and Maya will be in charge of telling me when I've gone over um when I've gone over the what you call it, images, music maker, no, videos. Is this it? No,
I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to use this computer. Okay, so if I go to, is it this button? Okay, it's this thing. But it's not, that's not this thing. Okay, you know what it is? You know what? I have to present something from my own channel. Maya, what are you saying? Why are you saying, oh God? We have to, Maya, are you having an orgasm or are you like upset about the position that we're talking about here? I want to differentiate. That was super inappropriate. This is the level of inappropriate we're talking about. So, you know, this is what I'm talking about right here. Okay. Here we go. And how do I find this? Okay. Okay. This is it here. Okay. So can I just play this one? Can I like pull this up? Okay. I don't know how to do this. Full screen. No, can't do that. Fuck. Okay. View on YouTube. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Okay. So I'm gonna try to share this. Listening while you're starting stream, started to wonder somehow you got your hands on an auto detune. Parts harder on the ears when your voice is, yes. Regios, I'm not an audio engineer and it's fucked up. So this song here I wrote to handle our buddy what do you call this guy? Ben Shapiro. Usually when people ask my opinion how racist something is before they go live. It's not racist. It's not racist. It's sexist. It's sexist. So you can tell me if you think this is going to be there we go. You can tell me if it's racist. Maya, but no, I don't think this is you know what? The only thing is like I don't actually know the race of the person that did this, but Otto, like I can't sing. Like I'll this is what my voice sounds like doing like do re mi fa sol la ti do. Like I'm out of tune, right? Like I can't fucking sing. My voice is just not good. Anyway, don't worry, Maya. This isn't racist. It's sexist, and I'm still trying to figure out how to share it. There's gotta be a way to do this. What the fuck? How does this work? Okay. If I want to present something, can I do like here it is. Okay, I'm gonna open this. Okay, here we go. This is my song that I wrote, and is there sound coming out of it? Words in this house. There's vulgar words in this blouse. There's some titties in her blouse. There's some titties in her blouse. There's vulgar words in this house. I got an effing rock hard D word every day of the month, and I'll slip it in that slot that you call a C word. Big hard D word, make your pudding quiver and weak. Woo! Yeah, you fucking with my big hard D word. Bring a bucket and a clock for this pounding of my big hard ass C word. Give your pudding a pop for my jelly injecting D word. Beat it off till it erupts like a big hard ass V word. Extra hard, no extra charge. Put your P word in my face. I lick it with my hard ass T word. Hop on pop with a flop of my balls and my hard ass D word. Slip it in a mouth. It's my hard ass C word. Your P word is wet. I'm a diving in it with my muff goggles on. Tie you up. Tie you down, let's wear a costume while I slip it inside. I want you to park my big hard OD rig in your underground garage. You're my jam, that's my jelly. It is white, it is smelly. Out with pubic mound, make you wet. Slake your set of juggling double D words. I'm effing broke, but I'm hungry. But let me tell you, I got a ring on my big hard Seaward. Gobble me, I'll gobble you. We'll have turkey for two. Giving thanks with a wank. Fill your vaginal tank with the fuel of my hot ass D-word. Quick button there, for it spills everywhere. Tell me where it goes, cause I ain't your gigolo. Take a run down your leg. Liquid pumped in your kegs. Talking shit. And a chef full of my hard ass D-word. Don't got no car, drive a truck, open wide so we can fuck with my hard ass D-word. Now I heard some guy named Shapiro don't like it wet. You don't have it set, but up into faces he gets with how to live your whole L word. That's absurd. He's a turd. Dry fucking gives you GERD. My name is Ben. I got the bend. When I heard about where rear ends, I made up my mind. Your whap ain't divine. Now get your puss real dry. I'm Ben and I'm floppy. I drive an expensive jalopy, so flipping my steam fast. Sure as fuck, it ain't a whap. Say my words, make a lady dry as a desert down in her dusty old P-wood. Now I know God doesn't want me to use my blue pill D-wood. I'm not a wreck, your lives are wrecked. Look, I need a dry pious woman to give birth to my kids. I need it not to wink. I need it not to stink. Not a hole that is wet. Need it dry as it gets for my mediocre D-word. With sand and some towels, make it feel real dry. Make it foul. I'm Ben. I look 10. I got money with Franklin. Comma, Benjamin. P-word is vulgar. Wetter is more. I couldn't grow a beard, but I need a woman to breathe. I don't think about it. I wish there were no wet slits. I want to gag and stop you from having a good life. I want you to touch sandpaper on your crotch. My wallet is slick, cause I'm a lying prick D-word. It's going in dry, and it stays that way. I ride on the jet, cause I'm better than all of you yet. I spit on the mic, cause I'm spouting fog, fat or tripping. Your P-word is wet, and I don't know what that means. I just don't ever flick a bean. Switch me to a room full of people who are new, but platitudes on a plate, and argue with a rotting slate. Never love for words, unless they're vulgar.
All right. Oh, what did I just do? Okay. Playing. I don't know what I just did. Oh, that's weird. I think I got the... That's weird. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Weird. I don't know what's going on. Okay. I don't know what the fuck I just did. Sorry. This is going crazy now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Am I still here? Okay. So what did Spooky say? I'm trying to. Yeah. No, this was bad, right? Like this is like, I don't know what Spooky said. I think the truck talk was better. Okay. All right. No. So like this was like something I tried. And so my saying what this song. So the reason it was this song is because it's the one that Ben Shapiro was reading out, right, and making judgments about. So like what went through my mind is that like if like I'm not defending myself, I'm just going to explain myself because like there is nothing to defend. I'm talking about this from the point of view of like I think it's Cardi B has the original song. So Cardi B's song is a song where she talks about basically having a good sex life, I think. And I think like my spinning it around was meant to sort of spoof that, but with the idea that the intention was to spoof mostly to just say like, most guys just like having some good sex with someone they want to be with and it wants to be with them, and that's not a terrible thing, right? How brakes work. Can I explain it to you? Yeah. So you want me to stop explaining why I did this song? Anyway, I found Shapiro to be kind of a piece of shit, and I wanted to like make fun of him, but Dr. Tapp did tell me to not do this, and he's probably right. And the way I write out lyrics is fucked up because my brain thinks of like the most fucked up reversal of things. And how would I do that? Anyway, I will explain brakes. So do you want to find out about how air brakes work or hydraulic brakes? Maya, we can do that. And then we also got to talk. There's some cats that Lord Dissident has has a huge farm. Should we talk about Lord Dissident's pussycats here? I have 4 cats. My sister's a home healthcare nurse specializing in pediatrics, and the boy she takes care of currently has a sister. And that sister went shopping for groceries. And she was reaching for something on the shelf. She turned back around. There was a kitten in her cast. Probably cart. Yes. Okay. Yes. All the things I just said. All the things I just said. Okay. Well, I'm sorry I shared that with everybody. Apparently, Dr. Tap was right about that. He doesn't know anything about magnets, but he was right about that. So anyway, yeah, and the recording ended up being really shitty too. So I'm a bad singer. My audio equipment worked shittily. My lyrics were bad. My intentions were bad. And so now, so the air brake system starts with a compressor that's usually attached to the engine or built into it, and it fills up a series of tanks. There's a primary and secondary tank on the tractor, and usually some auxiliary tanks to run auxiliary air systems. And the suspension runs off of the auxiliary system, but the brake system works just the brakes. And there are springs in all of the brake chambers that are what they call a maxi, which will be on the drive axles of the tractor, usually not on the steer axles. Oh, interesting. So yeah, so way more interesting than air brakes, which I can explain to people if they're interested in. But the manager checks the cameras, and they saw a man walk into the store with 2 kittens, but one in someone else's cart and one in hers. Wow! And so so Lord, has this cat come to live with you, or it's living with the boy and the sister? Oh, you got the 3rd cat. Wow! I am allergic to cats. The original I was parodying was bad. Ember, like I appreciate the fairness, and like my parodying was meant to juxtapose like Ben Shapiro seemed to be really mad at Cardi B for being a sexual person and expressing that in her song. And yeah, I know it's hard to defend a man having a sexual desire and stuff, of that being just normal and natural. But Ben Shapiro seems to want to control everybody's sex life for his own purposes, which kind of sucks. And that what I took out of that was that Ben Shapiro thinks that basically people only have sex to procreate. And I think sex should be something that we're just happy with, as something like that. So I think people should have a natural affinity for sex if that's something they're interested in. If they're not, they shouldn't, but it is what it is. And so I'm hoping people aren't actually canceling me for taking a run at this thing. But my main aim in anything I'm doing is just to it's just to have fun with these things, and to point out the hypocrisy of some of these folks. And with Ben Shapiro, he's not the shittiest person in the world, but he has got a huge audience for all of his shitty ideas. Not that that's kind of what I'm against. And I also don't think I don't think he should be criticizing Cardi B for putting out a song that shows her as a strong woman who has a sex life of whatever kind. We could throw tomatoes and stuff. That's Spooky here. I don't even know where I would get, like, Spooky, you say that, and I'm like, there must be a website where I can just play like this stuff in the background. And it's never occurred to me to do that, you know? And I have this program that's supposed to help tune and modulate my voice, which doesn't come out really well. And Ember, I appreciate the fact that you give me this, you know. I'm putting this up here because I appreciate this. And Lord, I don't know if everybody realizes Lord Dissident is telling this amazing story of livestock. Copperheads don't like the smell of cats, so you need them. So if I lived in Copperhead country, I would need cats. I guess I could have cats living in the barn or whatever. I'd be okay with that. But But yeah, and they're like actually that's one of the things about like where my daughter rides. They have cats all over their barn, and there's one room that they sort of sleep and live in, and that's the room that you can view the riding from, where there's nice chairs and stuff. And I can't go in there because I'm so allergic. It drives me insane. But yeah, spooky. Like I bet I could find like a karaoke website and just like play a song and sing along to it, and you guys could throw tomatoes. But like the great thing about throwing tomatoes is that there might be some like type karaoke. That's probably true. That's probably true. So the most recent song I did that I posted up yesterday was from Wicked Game by Chris Isaac. Although I think I'm far more Tenacious D than Chris Isaac, but I'm not that I'm anywhere near Tenacious D. Tenacious D is way better than me. But karaoke. Okay. Sing karaoke online. All right. There's a thing. Okay, so all right. I'm gonna go to this thing and then I want people to tell me what they want to hear me sing. Oh wow. There's ones I've done too. Oh boy. Load more. Load more. Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to find one that people would enjoy. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Only registered users can sing. Oh man, that's how does that work? You have to pay money for this? You sign up for free. Okay. There we go. Continue. I'm signing up for it right now. I'm signing up for it. Okay. Add to queue. I don't know. Choose variant. I don't know what this is going to be. Okay. All right. Okay. So Yacht Rock, stand by your man. Okay. I'm Michael McDonald. I should do that. Okay. I'm starting with something a little different, and then you guys put your stuff in this. Total Eclipse of the North. I should do that. I'm gonna start with this one. I want to see. Can I present this? Share screen. So why is it not letting me do this? My browser has blocked my screen. Check the screen icon in your address bar. Allow access. Allow. Is that allowing it? I don't even know. I don't know what'll happen when I do this. Like, will it just let me do it? Find something from the Bible of the Devil. I've never had to sign up for anything. Spooky, are you saying I said that, or are you saying you've never done that? Did I type it into YouTube? No, I typed it into this thing called Singa. I typed it into Singa. So I just want to sing. Here we go. All right, I don't know if this is gonna work. Allow. Okay, I've got like 18 seconds before it starts. So it's working? You think I have the range and tone for a Michael McDonald song? I don't know. This is coming up now. Can you guys hear this? You guys can hear this now? Okay, I hope so. Here we go. There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been
the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor, sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Is this actually working? Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drunk. Oh, you hear? Okay, that's good. It's good to know it's working. Oh, mother, tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. Well, there is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. All right, Spooky, you do get 20%. What's 20% of 0? All right. Okay, so I'm gonna pause that, and then Michael McDonald. I don't think I could do that. I don't know if I could do that at all, but what do I do? Do I press that? Does it come up? I don't even know what Michael McDonald does. See, I gotta like find one that I actually know. I don't know if Mike McDonald is like someone I know. I don't even know why I don't know. I mean, this one I know, right? All right. Well, what else did people ask for? I just want to see what else there is. Yes, I got a tomato. Thank you, Lord. I have no idea what the fuck like. Do I know who Michael McDonald is? I don't know if I do. Okay, so like people like the House of the Rising Sun. That was better than Truckee A. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna like Michael McDonald has one. Like at least I know this. I know this song. What about Michael Bolton? And yeah, someone said Yacht Rock too. I love Yacht Rock. I think Yacht Rock is the best. The Redneck Yacht Club. This is interesting. There's the selections are hilarious. Little Yachty. I don't know who that is. I don't know. I don't know if this is good or I don't think any of this is Yacht Rock. It does not understand this. Not understand the requested. Wow. There's like the stuff they've come up with here for Yacht Rock is just
But this, I think this might be, good. Okay. Will this come up here? Choose variant. To queue. Okay, start singing. So it's gonna load something, and then I'm gonna try this. No, this is House of the Rising Sun again. Okay. Okay, here we go. This one's coming up. It's weird though. It says it's, here it is. Are you good? Is this gonna work here? It's not telling me what the words are. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah. Gotta, yep. Check it out. Check it out, because ice is rhyming to the top. I keep on climbing. Suckers thought I couldn't. Swing this, now I rock the crowd and get a pump fist. Go ice, everybody is saying to the funky beat that keeps on playing. If you want to stop me, you can't hang. Vanilla's in this with a shotgun bang. Extreme is where I'm taking it, while weak MCs just keep on faking it. Smooth like strawberry. Ice cream, flow with the best. Real smooth and nicely, ladies. I want to rock with you. And later in the night, I'd like to pursue something real, sexy and nice. Play that funky music, Vanilla Ice. Play that funky music. Play that funky music. Play that funky music. Pump it up. Play that funky music. Lay down and boogie and play that funky music till you die. All right, this one I'm not digging this one. I don't know. Like, I'm not this one. All right. Sorry. You got to go, Ember, and I might have missed you, but have fun with the kids. I can't find coins. All right. I gotta find something better than this one. This one sucks. Like, I do not like this one. English and French. It knows I speak French. I mean, okay. So here's one. Okay, this one you got to pay extra for. Don't want the vocals. Want this? Okay. Okay, here we go. I think because I've spoofed this song. Okay, you guys know I've spoofed this one, so like, let's see what happens when I sing the real words. I don't have the range for this, but let me try. When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so very special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the fuck am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care if it hurts. I want to have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice when I'm not around. You're so very special. I wish I was special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the fuck am I doing here? I don't belong here. Oh, 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 she's running out the door. She's running out. She run, 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 run. Run. Whatever makes you happy, whatever you want. You're so very special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the fuck am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here. All right. Okay. All right. You created a monster. This is fucking awful. Oh fuck. Sorry. Yeah. Spooky's upset. I got peanuts. That's where the fucking belongs. That's where the fucking Dave. What does that mean? That was pretty good. All right. I mean that's I never like I don't know why it never occurred to me that like you could just play like the music in the background. And I suck at singing, but you know this is fun. And Dave loves. I'm assuming Dave didn't love the like Vanilla Ice Wild Cherry thing. I think Dave loved Creep, but I'm not sure. See, the thing is, like the way this is working, I can't have the screen with the words up for myself. I don't know what's going on. My StreamYard's fucked. That seems to be the main problem. And what's really weird is like Stream Elements is like I'm realizing the logo here, that's not the StreamYard logo. Like it's putting the Stream Elements logo up here. So it's like I've never been able to use Stream Elements, and it's like it's doing something fucked up here. So anyway, okay. So I think I could do like one more, and I'm at like 2 hours. I can't believe I've been doing this for 2 hours, but like I'll do one more, and then that's probably more than most people can handle, right? I was singing fuck so in the wrong place. Thank you, Spooky. But I want fuck to be in the wrong place. I want fuck to be in the wrong place. Okay. Songs. Let's see what it comes up with. See, there's some that I like here. But I don't think I'd do them well, right? I don't know. This one might be offensive to the Kentucky people. Okay. All right, this one's going out. This one's going out to the Kentucky folks here. I don't know if I can sing this song, but I think I could probably manage it. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Used to spend my nights out in a bar room. Liquor was the only love I'd known. But you rescued me, reaching for the bottle, and brought me back from being too far gone.
You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. I've looked for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle always dry. But when you poured out your heart, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. Yeah, you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. Oh, I do know Tom Waits, Spooky. I do. Holy fuck, Trees. That was wrong. That was fucking wrong, Trees. There's more of the song coming up. I can't believe it. Just 17 seconds. It's like I wish I could play guitar. Like, I love guitar. I'm gonna get my guitar and start learning how to play it. How's that sound? Does anybody want that? Okay, who's coming again here now? You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Ooh, Tennessee whiskey. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. I need to learn some Slayer. Oh, Tom Waits. So I got a story about Tom Waits. This is a story. I always forget the name of the guy that tells this story. But this is something my buddy Daniel, who unfortunately passed a number of years ago, used to love. We used to love quoting weird comic shit to each other when we were like, he worked with me a bit, but we were friends in school. We were friends outside of school, and then he had a regular job, but it was an irregular job because he worked in film. So he was off work for a couple of months at a time, and he'd come work with me in construction, and we'd drive around. We were pretty tight back in the day. So anyway, so Tom Waits was talking to this guy, and the name of the guy that tells this story will fucking occur to me at some point. But he's getting this guy who's like a rock and comedy kind of guy gets this thing, and I think this is a famous story, but like I want to tell the story because I love telling the story,
And I also love the fact that my singing drove away like half the fucking audience. That is fucking awesome. And I will find a Tom Waits tune to sing. Because I my when my voice gets kind of raspy, I can do a bit of Tom Waits. But anyway, so this guy receives a letter from a fan who needs some help, and the guy's like, I'm a paramedic, and I, we went and we picked up this girl, and this is a terrible story because it's non-consensual sex and sexual assault, but and maybe necrophilia. I'm not sure, but this is a fucked up story. But this guy writes a letter to the guy, and he says, we picked up this beautiful woman, and she was gorgeous, and I was just, I was making out with her, and I was making love with her in the back of he was sexually assaulting her in the back of the ambulance. This is fucking terrible. But I hope this isn't what you'd call like inappropriate, but it's pretty fucking inappropriate. But anyway, he's fucking the patient in the back of the ambulance, and she dies. And so this guy is like saying to Tom Waits, like, what kind of advice can I give this guy? The guy, like, and the guy's heartbroken. He's in love with her, and she's dead. And he also, I mean, this is fucking terrible. There's no good way to tell this story. And I used to find it funny. Like, the punchline is funny. Like, I don't think the scenario is funny, but Tom Waits' advice is funny because he says, well, what you do is you write the guy back a letter, and you say, forget about her. She's a heartbreaker. She did the same thing to me. Anyway, that's my Tom Waits story. And I don't know why I can't remember the name of the guy that does that, because he's like a semi-famous guy from like 30 some odd years ago. But that's how it goes. So can I find Tom Waits on Sing It Karaoke? Who the fuck knows? Let's find out. Is Tom Waits for no man? Well, when you type in Tom Waits, you get Don't Know Why by Norah Jones. Join Me in Death by him. Like, I think it would help if it's a song I know, because like then I'll know sort of how to sing it. Oh, this one, I love this song. This is not Tom Waits. But like, I love this song. So I'm singing this song. I'm singing this song because I love this song, and I'm terrible at it. I don't think I'd sing this fast. Anyone who's ever had a heart wouldn't turn around and break it. And anyone who's ever played a part wouldn't turn around and hate it. Sweet Jane. Sweet Jane. No, sweet Jane. You waited for Jimmy on down the alley. You waited there for him to come back home. You waited down on the corner. You're thinking of ways to get back home. Sweet Jane. Sweet Jane. My sweet Jane. Anyone who's ever had a dream, anyone who's ever played a part, anyone who's ever been lonely, and anyone who's ever split apart. Sweet Jane. Sweet Jane. Oh, sweet, sweet Jane. Heavenly wine and roses seem to whisper to me when you smile. Heavenly wine and roses seem to whisper to me when you smile. La 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 la. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Sweet Jane. Sweet, sweet Jane. Okay, how many did I lose on that one? The Velvet Underground, yeah. Yeah, Velvet Underground, and there's another is it Cowboy Junkies? The woman that sings it, I think it's Cowboy Junkies. She does an amazing thing. Do Perfect Day. The Last Dance with Mary Jane by Tom Petty. Yeah, Tom, I had one time in my life, another good friend of mine took me. Hiveside is live. Well, get the fuck out of here, man. Bree got her computer. This is, I don't know why you're loving this thing, Spooky. I'm just gonna say, you got to go get some mental help. All right, that's all there is to it. All right, so thank everybody for coming. And I don't know if I should do more of this or not. This is weird. This is weird. That people are like I only lost like half my viewers to this. So anyway, have fun, guys. Go watch Bree. I'm gonna go watch Bree. I'm gonna turn Bree on in the background. I got some shit I gotta do. Like I gotta eat and stuff, but enjoy. Thanks, Spooky. Appreciate it. Spooky is wrong. But yeah, no, that was fun. I like singing along to shit. Can we watch both streams? I don't know how the fuck you would do that, Lord. I mean, Maya does. Like, Maya is probably long gone. The singing. I mean, my first song that I shared is Super Fucked. Like, I think that pushed everybody out, right? Like, that was really, really bad. But I don't fucking know, man. All right, well, that was fun. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Can watch both streams. I don't know how the fuck you do that. But like, I don't want to compete with Bree. I want Bree. Bree is gonna tell us about like the Cryptic Corner and the I can't remember the names of all her segments, but they're awesome. And she's gonna on one on phone, one on computer. Yeah, like, and I have a phone, so I should be able to figure this out. Yeah, because I see I'm seeing the notification, but I haven't been paying attention. She's live.
You'll see my bike yet, but had it for about a year. Haven't really rode it much though.
This is Bree going for a walk.
Squishy sounds and making the
See, look at this, Bree.
This is my little city stroller.
Bree is on.
Motor on it and everything.
Bree's like on her bike.
Exhaust myself. I can only
See, look at this.
Overdo it. I can coast home on down here. Not that I plan on overdoing it, but you never know.
Bree's out for like a walk. So I guess like, so Bree didn't get her computer back. She's taking her phone out and she's going to show us real nature. Look at that. Okay. All right. That's awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to end it. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to watch this. So thanks everybody. I'm going to end the stream. There we go.
Right now.